Also, now this is the sixth house where Virgo derived from. So the sixth house is all about scheduling, routine, nurturing the work, looking at the details, analyzing um, practical thoughts and ideas, and mutable ways on how it can gain information and apply it to itself and others in a collective level when it comes to practicality and how to make sense of things. So six house people or Virgos, they like to see the practicality in things, and they over analyze and look at the details of things because it's an earthly nature. So these people like to schedule, routine, um, whatever they got going on when it comes to work or business or talent. Um, Mercury here is ruled by Mercury. Virgo rules Mercury or is exalted here. So here is like, it's really quick and it does really well. So when you see people with Virgos in Mercury signs, they know how to be practical, and they know how to think fast. They know how to talk very well. You know, it's like almost like they make sense in an earthly way. Unlike any other sign where Mercury doesn't do well, which is like Pisces or Sag. So yeah, Virgos like to do things that make sense. You know, they won't go for things that make them uncomfortable, especially in a society where everything is like all about earthly grounding and structure and stability. So when so let's say if the archetype of Virgo was like scheduling routine, looking at the details, over analyzing, you know, making sense of things and being practical. Like that's the archetype of Virgo. And nurturing the work, all about scheduling and nurturing the work. And let's say they try to do something different, like being spontaneous or like Sagittarius type things, gaining knowledge and wisdom through experiences, which Virgos are not really like that. They have to be practical. They have to analyze and look at the details of things and apply it to themselves if it makes sense, to be practical and have some stability. Whereas Sagittarius, they have to they don't have to, they go through the experience and they gain knowledge and wisdom accordingly. So they're Sagittarius people are visionaries, and they experience with passions, and you know, they gain knowledge and wisdom through their experience. And Virgos or sixth house people don't get jiggy like that unless if they find it practical and if it makes sense. But in most cases, Virgos, they like to schedule and routine and nurture their work, if that makes sense. But I think I said it already, but Mercury rules Virgo, and it's exalted here. So it's a quick thinker. It's a practical thinker. It moves fast here. So communication and thinking, over analyzing, making sense of things, it's perfect here. Like it don't do wrong. They're good at communicating. Like if you know someone's natal chart and they have a Virgo, a Mercury and Virgo, then that person is gonna be, their communication skills and their thinking skills is gonna be on point. It's gonna be A1. I guarantee you that. But yeah. So Mercury rules Virgo, and it's exalted in Virgo, and it also rules Gemini, which is the signs of thinking and communicating and being practical. And Mercury doesn't do well in Pisces. It falls here as detriment, which is all about dreams, illusions, mysticism, being in your la la land, aka Neptune energies. So it's all about being mutable with your imaginations and dreams and illusions, and just being with the flow, with the emotions and the mutable. I don't know how to say that word right now. My Mercury's in Pisces, so you have to give me grace. So yeah, it likes to go with the flow and just connect with people, that's Pisces. So Virgos don't like to do things like that. They like to make sense. They like to be practical. So a lot of times when they see other people do things, especially if they're Pisces, and they're too much in their dreams or their creativity, a Virgo might look at these people like they might be lost or too much in their head or too much in their la la land. We're not realizing the Virgos is how they consciously see things from that perspective when they was born as a Virgo or with a sixth house energy. So not realizing that it might go a little bit deeper than how they think when it comes to astrology and understanding astrology and these different aspects of mentalities. And this is how, this is why people are so different. I don't know about this in general, but in my life, most earth signs are not spiritual. I might be wrong, but the earth signs I come across, they only see things in a practical way, which you're right, you make sense, and that's how you're supposed to be. But it goes a lot deeper than that. It's way deeper than yourself and how you see things. And it might be hard for you Virgos to see that, or any earth sign, but I know there's earth signs out there that's spiritual, but I don't know, in most cases that's just me, that's through my experience. So Virgo falls in Venus, and what I mean by fall is like the lack of something, like they don't have it, or it's hard for them to see it. So where Virgos and Venus is, Venus represents love, appreciation, compromising, your boundaries when it comes to how far you go with your compromising, your love and your appreciation, and how much respect you have for yourself when you apply that. So it's hard for Virgos to see the love and the appreciation because it falls here. It's all about being practical and making sense of things. And a lot of times it likes to see how it works with how it does things itself. Like it nurtures its work. It's all about work, routine, pattern, and trying to make sense of things. And it might not be able to receive love here if it's in Virgo. It might not be able to see it even if it receives it. I probably left a lot of things out, but when I finish freestyling these zodiac videos onto the 12th house, Pisces, I'm gonna start writing it down and becoming very detailed with the next series of zodiac signs. I'm gonna start explaining everything, every little details, but that's gonna be a while. But yeah, see you motherfuckers.